struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Softly hit to third, and he grabs it foul. 2 outs. Turner runs. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in Philadelphia, top of the second, and now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
You almost have to feel bad for Matt Olson after what happened in 2023. He played every game, hit 54 home runs, drove in 139, led the league in slugging, and he still wasn't even named a finalist for the National League MVP award.
That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Ball one there.
In all seriousness, I don't think anyone is feeling bad for Matt Olson. 2023 was a phenomenal season for him, whether he was an MVP finalist or not.
Got him swinging.
Well, just a little cut fastball on the inside part of the plate and couldn't get the barrel to it at all. Just kind of tied him up there right under the hands. Tells me he's probably looking soft away and just wasn't able to adjust.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Second inning here, no score. Late on that fastball. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
The 0-1. That's a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Marsh moves under it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Running through all your OGs, they crying over boo-boos. I'm dodging the law, yo. Smooth criminal style, crucial in any town. Young Gunner got the cynical smile. Bottom half of inning number 2. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Freed in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. Freed back to work. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. And now it's Alec Bohm. That's in there. That's strike 1. Line of the pitch. And that one missing low. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Harris after it. Makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
That is good. Second base.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one inside, 1-0.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And now the lefty. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. The pitch. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Hard hit left side. Turner with the throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Jared Kelenic. Swings through that.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
In the air out to center. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
This one popped up. Harper has a beat on it. He's got it. And that's the third out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And we're still knotted at 0.
Yeah. Who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing.
Back at Citizens Bank Park as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. And there's the strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one's gone. And this place is rocking. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Brandon Marsh now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
One strike.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and there's one away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Ground ball could be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
And here it comes. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Kicks and deals. And another ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Wheeler with a throw over. Acuna gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the righty deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
The bat going too soon. It's strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to stop for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Here's Austin Riley.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 strike.
The Phillies up by a run. Top half of inning number 4. And it's even up. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I remember as a child when music made me smile. Some people called it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. And I say roll. Come on everybody, cause we're down with the...
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, Trey Turner at the plate. The wind and the pitch. Now he catches the corner for a strike. That's hard hit in the line. Harris makes the catch. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Harper takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
And at first, Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Harper stands at first with 1 out. And down on strikes. 2 away now.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pitch misses. And that's ball one. Late on that fastball.
One ball.
Ooh,
One strike.
Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That misses. 2-1. And that's in there at the knees. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He sends one out the opposite way, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And there's a ball. Fastball for a strike. That misses the zone. 2-1. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Right through there for a strike.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 3-0. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Wheeler back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
No, with the shift on, hits right into it, whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Marcell Ozuna. Struck out swinging his first time. Fought off foul. Ozuna, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Michael.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Fly to left his first time. Clips the corner. Strike one.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
At the belt and fires. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-2.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
So one out, nobody on. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. That one ripped. Rojas flying after this one. Won't get to this one in the alley.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He drove that ball very well out to the deep part of the field, and you may be surprised he didn't get a double out of it, but I'll tell you, they did a great job of getting that ball back into the infield right away, and it might have been the right call to hold him at first.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He powers that one out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. And there's 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Line drive. Caught. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and now it is JT Realmuto. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers right through there for a strike. Not close with that one, and now it's even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. And Real Muto is out. One up, one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate, and he's already singled in this game.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And there's a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. See strike.
Next offering upstairs. One down. Phillies down a run. Just off the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 3. Back here in Philadelphia, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Wheeler back to work. Bounced up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Strom warming up as well. The 1-0. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay tries to get back and save.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at second with 1 away, and now Matt Olson up to hit. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. And a pitch.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Got it. And there's 2 down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. right down to shoot, and that is strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Man at second. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Riley. Now a long throw home, but it's offline.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Let's get it, man. The secret's in the sauce. Look, don't be sneaking on my shoulders. What you peeping is a boss. Hey, we got.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Kyle Schwarber. And he deals. That one missed.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The 1-1. And that one hammered on its way. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. A solo shot. It's 5-4.
That thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Up the middle, Albies there to beat him by an eyelash.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Harper, the next to hit, takes outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. The Braves leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 8.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
since I'm a groove. I'm lessons I'm written, God thoughts food. More than when I was school, I was sure to cross borders. Even though we was only juniors, stand for the count, bounce, leave my daughters, all for the place.
First pitch misses.
Right through there for a strike.
Two outs. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Arcia whips it to first. Inning over, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, needed food. Make a move, make a move.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
And down on strikes he goes. And now 1 away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Jared Kellner, the next to hit. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Left-hand batter waits. The punch out there. 2 down. Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 4. The line to kick the pitch. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
That one misses. And that's ball three. Bryson Stott to bat next. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. On a line. Kelman snags it on the run.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Stop in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down, base is empty. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a pitch. That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
That's a really good take.
Two on the way. In the air, center field. Harris makes the grab on the run.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. He's already homered here in this one. They're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. Foul ball there. Dominguez goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. That misses, and the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Next offering misses. Now 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. And that one wrapped foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. One down, base.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Olsen at the plate now as he chases after that one.
1 strike.
Right-hander kick steals. And a foul ball. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. And downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
2 down, nobody on. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Turner with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here. They lead at 5-4.
Then let the beat smooth you get up. Let the groove soothe. Then let the beat smooth you get up. So many.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Whit Merrifield.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the center field. Here comes the skipper. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Aaron Bummer.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runner takes off. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered in this game. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run.
He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out. Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's bad. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tie it up. It's 5-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Trey Turner with a chance now. And a foul ball. 2 outs. A little bit high, maybe. And the count even 1-1. To third, Riley. Fires across the diamond. What a play. Inning over. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 5 apiece. This is Braves baseball on the show South. Now into the game, Whit Merrifield. He'll be out in left field. Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air to left center. Sizes this one up. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Michael Harris digs in now. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Sean Murphy.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a pop-up. Turner should have it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. We're all tied up, 5-5. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
The first baseman.